Well, my wife and I just came back from a very short trip to Bodega Bay, and you could see from the videos that I shot over there, there were some very inspirational things that I wanted to capture. Well, I don't have the exact what I want, so what I thought I'd do today is go ahead and carve it. Well, this is lava rock, so it looks very much like what we saw along the coast. But I wanted one that was kind of arching with a space through there. Anyway, so what I thought I'd do is go ahead, take this, and carve it so that there is a passage through. So what we got here is a drill hammer. It drills and also jackhammers at the same time. And then over here some basic rock hammer, and most importantly, goggles. One thing I won't be doing is to show you some of this close-up because chips fly and I don't want to damage my camera. So, okay, my goal is to punch right through here so there is an opening. And what I'm going to do is drill series of holes, weaken that area, and then take and punch it out. But like I said, that part does require some distance, so I won't be shooting this with this video. So I'll show you what happens after I get it done. That's why very important to have safety features right here. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get started. So after those pilot holes, see why I have to be careful? Oh, failed. Not my intention, but hey, I guess it could work, but I was trying to keep this as a whole. That's what happens when you're working with rocks. They don't always cooperate. Off the corner to make it look like it was eroded naturally. So the rest of it is just tap, 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 get rid of all the sharp corners, and we're done. So now the finished product is this. Is it exact? No, we don't want exact. We just want to capture the essence of what I saw and what I felt. So that's what this is. Now, this unscripted video, or well, yeah, it's unscripted. So what happens, remember, it fell apart. So what happens if you do that and try to make best of the situation? See? You could take the bottom half and the top half, and then this part here was drilled and chipped out with the rock hammer. Unfortunately, I hit it at the wrong time or wrong spot, so this thing broke off. But it broke off in a really great place, so I get what I wanted to do. One of the things I was trying to do was to keep it on so we could use it in different angles. But this will kind of give you an idea of how we could manipulate things so that kind of capture the essence of what I saw and what I felt when we were on that road trip. Okay, I was saying that on this, maybe 20-mile strip, there's a whole series of areas where you could get off the main highway and nice safe parking spots where you could take pictures. Okay, now, different stops, this rock would have looked like this. So you don't see the the pass-through or the bridge-like effect. And then other stops, it may look like that, right? So it's nice, but the most striking is when you get to that. And we just happen to have that one there. And well, you know, I was prepared for whatever might happen. It's a road trip, so I could carry all the cameras I need to do. So I'm carrying like 5 different cameras. Mainly I was using 2 still cameras and 1 video camera. But I was able to use the one with the powerful zoom to get the close-up of this. At least somewhat inspired me to make this. So anyway, that's the kind of motivation that I had. So like I was saying, the white cap that you see in the photos and the video is represented with these lines. And symbolically speaking, for the Japanese, if it's a calm ocean, they run these lines straight and parallel. So, you know, when you go to those fancy temples in Japan, they have the Zen garden, and it's basically based on what they could see in Japan. The only difference I noticed between the Pacific Ocean on our side and on the Japan side, the white cap seems to hit more uniformly on the Japan side. That's why they make this. So here it tends to be a little bit heavier where it hits coming in and a little bit less on this side. Or it could just be my imagination, but having seen the Pacific Ocean on the Japan side, I'm pretty sure that it does hit more uniformly. Therefore, it came up with a Zen garden that looked like this. So anyway, there was a lot of things that inspired me there. One was, well, you know, I like to eat. So I ate quite a bit there, fresh seafood. But in terms of my work, one of the things was the Zen garden. And the other thing is I'm a photographer, so I have attempted at different things to try to capture the essence of my experience there in a photographic format. Now, not everybody have access to lava rocks or any kind of rocks. Well, lucky for me, I had these on hand, and I have the background how to shape it. But shaping is not always 100%, because you could see that it did break, remember? One of those, oh man, that kind of attitude, but it did come out actually very well. So hopefully you go on your road trips, look for these inspirations, and then see if you could capture the essence. But anyway, these lava rocks are fairly easy to work with, so that's what I did. Hopefully you enjoyed this little short program, and hopefully that we could get back to traveling again more normally, but this was my first time out after a year and a half of being confined at home. Not to say I'm suffering at home, because I have so much to do, and I do have the opportunity to share with you out there in the whole world. So I'm not suffering internally. I just wish I could travel a little bit more, and this was my first time out, and I was inspired to do this. So anyway, this is Hiro saying goodbye. I'll see you again real soon in another chapter. In fact, you'll see me in this, well, I'll be making more than one from my trip to Bodega Bay. See ya. Bye.